Friday, I'm in love.
Thank God it's
Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Just got paid. It's Friday night.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer here, helping guide you to a fantastic Fan Braggin Friday. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Doing really well. It's been a very productive day.
It has been a very productive day.
Yes, ma'am.
No kidding. When you're out a couple of days out of the week, as I was,
Sure.
I end up putting a whole lot in when I come back. And one of those that
Yeah, you did.
that documents. I like to document or like to segment. So when I'm someplace, I'm someplace. And I try not to, multitask when I'm there.
Yeah, be in the moment.
Yeah, kind of even when I'm home. I don't always check emails, on the weekends. And
Sure.
so when I'm out at an event, I kind of save it all and let it add up. But man, I was a checking off machine today.
Yeah, you and me both. And I don't know about you. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. And it was just, my head was running a mile a minute. These are the things that got to get done. Got to make sure everything gets taken care of. And I even did a half-hour call in 8 minutes.
You did
I did.
is that kind of like finishing a 21-day cleanse in 2 hours?
Probably. Yeah. It was just one of those things. We got done what needed to get done. And since it was done, there was no more to do. 8 minutes in, said, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
That's kind of, like an amazing little rock star kind of thing, right?
Doesn't happen every time, but when it does, we
that
like
is like
it very
everybody
much.
on the same page, clicking.
That's
and not distracted, like totally focused, in, out, get it done.
Yeah. It was funny in the office earlier this afternoon, folks. Angel, in order to get her thoughts, because she's got a lot of stuff going on, she's talking out loud and she's like checking things off out loud. And then finally she realized she's been talking out loud all morning long. And she says, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be distracting. You're not distracting. It doesn't bother me when you're checking things off. That's the sound of motion in the right direction. So it's all good. Fan Braggin Friday.
It is Fan Braggin Friday, our favorite day of the week. We're super excited to just talk about what is good in the world, what is going on good. We talk about great customer service. We often have fun little themes that we do. Well, I've got my disco ball going in the studio today.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know if you heard, but the other day, there was a disco dancing emergency.
There was.
As often happens in my world, believe it or not. And I know sometimes people are like, wait a minute, how is this even possible that there could be a dancing emergency?
And much less a disco
dancing emergency in 2018. Trust me, it happens.
It does happen.
It totally happens. And
so you've got a bling ring that is your dance party on your finger.
Eric, my goal, I had two things I was going to stop and do before I got to the office. You're talking about being like super productive.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't do either of them.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry. It must be my fault.
Yeah.
I'm certain of that.
No, it's not. I'm just there. My productivity, how you get in the car and you just put it on autopilot and just go.
Yes.
That's kind of what happened.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to work.
Right.
Well, I forgot that I was going to do these two other things. Yeah.
Okay.
Before that. And so I just, and I figured, well, I didn't do it. But one of them was I was going to bring in some blingy rings for both of us.
Oh.
Some blingy disco rings that we could have for the Fan Braggin Friday show.
I would wear your blingy ring.
I know you would.
Sure I would.
I know you would. So getting on the airplane the other day, as I'm getting on, they had disco music. They had the flashing lights. Did you see this video?
Yeah, they had disco lights rolling on.
I haven't posted the video, but when I tell people that this happened, They're like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Really, what? How?
Just
really
move
could it have
along
been?
and put your stuff in the overhead bin, lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, listen. I mean, it's
Oh yeah,
right.
they're getting on the airplane.
Right, they're getting on the airplane. He had fun disco lights going, and it was just so much fun. And so I don't remember my point. Oh, that's right. I was going to bring in disco
You were going to
rings.
bring in the rings.
Disco
That's
rings.
one of the things that did not get done.
Did not get done. So,
That's okay. But we do have
you're on
our
notice.
I'm on notice. We do have our disco ball hanging out here in the studio with us, and we invite you to participate in Fan Braggin Friday. Now it requires you stepping a little bit out of your comfort zone and saying something nice about somebody else in business. And no, you don't have to, but the lines are open if you want to. And the reason we encourage that is because when you say something nice about somebody else in business, the trickle down effect or the ripple effect, if you will, in goodwill and positivity and all things karmic, right? It's amazing what really takes place. You say something nice about somebody else, and somebody driving down the road goes, "Wow, I think I could use that service, or that restaurant or whatever." It could be a referral to a restaurant, right?
Right.
Could be a referral to a dog walker, and you're thinking, "Where am I going to take Fido to the dog walker?" Right? There's all kinds of things that you can say, and when you give the driver down the road something to say, "I could use that business," you're also marketing that business for them, and we reward you by marketing your business for you. It is a win-win situation.
Win-win.
That is correct. And if you throw in a fifth win, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. 855 Fan Brag, 855-326-2724. That is our open hotline for Fan Braggin Friday.
Right.
Our disco dance party that is going on here in the studio. And I will tell you, in Denver, this Fan Braggin Friday show almost did not happen.
It almost did not happen.
Almost did not happen.
Well, what happened there?
Angel went outside.
Oh,
It is so nice.
it is beautiful here in Denver.
It is so nice.
Last week was your stereotypical winter week. It was just dark, overcast, cold. Average of 15 degrees. It's just cold.
Yeah, it is
But
not
this week-
that today.
No.
It is not that today. So I pulled into the parking lot here. Actually, I was driving over here and I thought I should have had the top down on my convertible because it was that nice.
Right.
But, for the 2 minutes, I'm like, I'm good. And so made a phone call, called my mom. And it's easier to have a phone call when the top is up, right?
Sure.
And get here to the parking lot. And I'm standing outside and I thought I could just stay out here.
Yeah.
This is so nice. I am solar powered
Right.
by nature, which means I need the sun to charge my batteries.
Right.
And when there is no sun, my batteries kind of get depleted. And it is just so nice here in Denver. If you are listening to this show somewhere and it is not that nice, I'm so sorry.
We're sorry.
But you know what it's like when you get one of those really sunny days and you go out maybe for lunch, you go out to meet a client.
Unless you're in Minnesota.
And you just want to bask in that sunshine just a little bit longer.
Right.
Yeah, that was me today.
Yeah. Well, and those are the things that make you happy, right? If there are things that make you happy, this is the show to talk about those things on. So again, the phone number 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. I'm going to fan brag a little thing in reverse here. It's kind of an interesting fan brag. As you know, back in, I think it was October, I started driving for Lyft under the auspices that I wanted to get debt free.
Right.
I'm not there yet. But that's okay. I'm enjoying the job and it's a perfect job for me. So I'm driving around and I picked up a gentleman on the way to the airport, right after got off the air here, took him to the airport. And in the 20 minutes or so that it took me to get him to the airport, we just hit it off. This guy was, completely tracking with all of our customer service, and the guest experience is the most important thing. And it doesn't matter what business you're in the relationship business. And he's a roofer, and his name is Griffin. And that's all I know about him, is that his name is Griffin and he's a roofer, except that we agree on just about everything. Well, I took him to the airport, dropped him off. he left me a $75 tip.
Hot diggity, dog diggity.
$25 fare.
What you do to me.
Right? And he gave me a $75 tip. And I'll tell you something. It was just one of those things that just, I almost started crying because what a blessing that was. So Griffin, wherever you are, I don't know if you're able to listen to this program today or not, but thank you because you are my fan bragging story for today. We'll be back right after these messages. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. It's Fan Braggin Friday, 855-326-2724. Back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Are you a small business owner in need of cash to fund payroll, to buy new equipment, or to expand your business? Has your local bank turned you down? Have you been told no when you really, really need to hear yes? Get cash to run your business right now. Call Strategic Funding and get a yes today. 800-210-6998. If you've been in business for at least a year, have annual revenue of at least $150,000 and minimum credit score of 550, we can provide you with up to $500,000. Our unique financing service can get you the cash you need with very flexible payment plans, personalized to fit your specific situation. Growing your business just got a lot easier with approval in as little as 1 day. Stop worrying and call Strategic Funding today for a no-obligation consultation. 800-210-6998. 800-210-6998. 800-210-6998.
Tune in to Money Talk KDMT 1690 every Saturday at noon for the best advice on building that nest egg. You'll hear expert advice on feathering your nest, caching resources for the future, and going for the gold finches, with a show that can put a little more green in your day-to-day living. While they may not be Wall Street wizards, they are the wizards of wildlife. And if you'd like to add these beautiful colors and melodious songs of wild birds to your portfolio, listen to Bird Talk, Saturdays at noon on 1690 KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. David and Scott Menno will enrich your life with tips on attracting birds, butterflies, bats, bees, and other things that don't start with the letter B. The Bird Brothers will bring you fascinating interviews, nature news, insights on building the best wild bird habitat, and we hope to bring you a smile and a chuckle or two as well. So listen to Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
It's quite possibly the most important advance known to humankind. I'm talking, of course, about the garage door opener. Don's Garage Doors is proud to make your life easier. Endorsed and recommended by Dave Logan himself with over 30 years experience. Don's Garage Doors stands behind their work and does the job right every time. Their uniformed professional installers are experienced, background checked, and courteous. Don's Garage Doors is the answer in the Denver metro area for garage door repair and replacement, as well as springs and openers. For reasonable prices and same-day service in many cases, count on the professionals at Don's Garage Doors, because neither snow, nor rain, nor dark of night will stop our doors from opening and closing. Online at donsgaragedoors.com. When you need it done right today, it's donsgaragedoors.com.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company has been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd?
Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Done Right, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
That is exactly right. We would love to interact with you live on the show. A couple of ways you can do that. You can, if you're watching by way of our Facebook Live, thank you very much. We appreciate you. You can leave a comment in the comment section. We'll bring that into the show. You can also give us a call right now, 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724.
I love that I was actually reading something just as you said that, and I thought he was going to continue, so apologize for the moment in space. Eric, I think when we talk about growing businesses and customer service and how valuable that is, I think these days, because so much is done electronically, we don't realize still how valuable great customer service is.
Sure.
But I just got off the chat during that commercial break. I had a whole interaction, a customer experience interaction with a company I'd placed an order from.
Oh.
And I just love those little chat windows.
Do you?
They're so handy.
Nice.
Today, in fact, two different times today. So one time today, I thought, I've got to go over there. I've got to let these people know this information. And I thought, oh, no. I'm just going to email them. Like, duh, Angel. You don't have to, you could do it right here from right where you are. You don't have to go anywhere. So that was great. Her and I did a little back and forth, got all that done. And then have you ever ordered anything to be shipped to your house? Have you ever ordered anything online to be shipped to your house?
Absolutely.
Does your computer do the autofill thing occasionally?
It does.
Yeah. So I ordered something, and apparently I didn't catch that in the autofill for my shipping address, that it didn't fill my shipping address. It put my email address. Oh. My email address where my street number should be.
Really?
So I was checking on the tracking of it, and it turns out
it ain't going nowhere.
It was coming. And back it went. And I looked at it, and the shipping address had my city, state, and zip.
Yes.
But in the street space, with my street address, had my email address.
Whoops.
So just went to go and follow up on that.
Yeah.
With the company that ordered it. I don't know if they got it back. I don't know where it is. But of course, I'm looking for the contact us, and I'm going to have to send an email, or I'm going to have to call somebody. And this little chat window pops up. What can I do? This is what I need. And done.
Wow.
I love chat windows. So I am thinking for good customer service.
Yes.
Chat windows.
Chat windows.
Have you, I know you've used them.
I have.
And do you like them? Do you love them?
I've got mixed results.
You have a love-hate relationship with them?
I have a love-hate relationship with them.
I especially would love it if it was really a robot.
I especially hate it when it's really a robot.
I think that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Actually set it up that I ask this question and it knows, and it's and it's like, it ain't, yeah.
As the technology gets better, I hope that that's the experience. But my experience with AI and robotic chat windows, not so helpful.
No.
Most recently I had this, my cable had gone out. And so I was trying to reboot my cable, and the Wi-Fi was working, but the cable wasn't. And help me. And we went round and round. But it eventually got solved.
You're just asking the wrong questions.
That's probably it.
You're probably like talking to my mom and dad. You don't ask the right question, you don't get the right answer.
I was probably talking to somebody in Florida or somewhere. I don't know.
Actually, my parents are in town. I got a phone call this morning from my dad. My parents are in town. They live in Florida.
Nice.
And so I always like to know when they're in town, because, as you know, I often mention them in my program. Yeah. And if they're in town, but if they're not in town, I assume they're not listening. But there was one time where I did not think they were in town. I was talking about a whole little interaction, and next thing you know, I get a text message from my dad.
Right.
Because he was listening. I still thought he was listening in Florida, because you can listen online. But no, they were here. So
your parents invited me to lunch. Be warned.
What?
They did. Not going to work out with the schedule, but yeah, it was nice.
When did you get the invitation?
It was over the weekend, I think.
Over the weekend?
Yeah.
Today is Friday.
That's correct.
You mean a week ago?
You got back yesterday.
This is it. They could have called. My cell phone works wherever I'm at.
Did you do a this is it?
So a week ago.
Who's in trouble?
This is it. You are.
I can't be. You were gone.
A week ago. It doesn't matter. A week ago. They didn't know that. A week ago.
So are they in trouble or am I in trouble?
I think it's you.
No, it can't be me.
It has to be.
I just took the text.
A week ago, they invited you to lunch. So they wait till they actually get here to say, hey, Angel, are you available? I see how it goes.
Sure
I see how it goes. Actually, for the most part, when they're in town, I'm a sure thing, except for when I'm not. So let's talk about some great rules for customer service. I talked about the chat window.
Yes.
Why is that such a great thing for customer service? Because they were there instantly when I need them. It's like when you call and they answer the phone.
Right. You've got a question, they've got an answer. And it is. And in fact, answering the phone is another great way to serve someone. Answer the phone. Gosh darn it. How many times do you know? And you just know there's somebody on the other side and they're like, I'm not taking that.
I'm not taking that.
I'm not taking that phone. Right. And how do you know? Because we've done it. I mean, if you're honest, maybe not with the business, but sometimes with the personal. And like if it's my sister, not taking that. But answering the phone.
That's, I mean,
and don't let it ring more than twice.
Right. Try and answer it immediately. Have a smile on your face. Be warm, enthusiastic, have some, energy, speak very clearly, smile on your face, enunciate, speak directly into the phone, the receiver.
Yes. And this is not the place for a robot. This is not the place for an automated system to receive or to speak with Angel Tussey. Press 1.
Well, we have one of those.
If we're not there.
Oh, if we are there.
Yeah.
It's the auto robot.
Don't do an auto robot answer. Have a person.
We do have a voicemail.
Phone.
We do have a voicemail, but you're right. If we're there, we do answer the phone.
Yeah.
I think being very professional when you answer the phone. I think, a lot of times we're answering our phones on our cell phones these days. Because maybe we forwarded or we've shared our cell phone with our professional colleagues.
Sure.
And so I think it's a little different. You don't have to say, hi, thanks for calling Experience Pros. This is Angel. How can I help you?
Right.
I mean, that might be on
your cell phone.
But you already know in many cases who's on the phone because of the caller ID stuff. But I answer the phone, this is Angel.
Yeah.
So that they know they got the right person and we can just jump right into the conversation.
And by the way, when Angel doesn't answer the phone, she has a fantastic recorded voicemail. No. And not only that, I shared that with my friend out in Newport Beach. I told her, I said, because she's told me now twice to update
She's left me a couple messages about your voicemail as well.
Too bad. She says, don't confuse the people who are calling you. And I'm like, anybody who's calling me will not be confused. They know. All right, gang, we'll be back right after these messages. Angel Tussey, Eric Kramer, it's Fan Braggin Friday. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
I'm Chuck Kamlick, CNBC. Huge turnaround on Wall Street today. The Dow collapsed almost 400 points early on, but it closed the day just 71 points lower. The Nasdaq actually rose 77 and the S&P picked up 13. Still, stocks fell for the second week in a row. Steel tariffs, trade war fears, a worry for traders, but U.S. steel workers are smiling. They're not concerned. The company says they'll get a $1,000 bonus when and if those tariffs kick in. McDonald's stock fell $7 today, close to its largest one-day point drop ever. Blame the dollar meals, which apparently are not selling so well. Delta Airlines stock was flat after Georgia yanked its jet fuel tax. Radio station operator iHeartMedia said to be close to bankruptcy. So is HC Manor Care, the country's second largest nursing home operator. And keep an eye on the Oscars Sunday night. Netflix set a record for streaming service companies with 8 nominations. Amazon had 7 last year. This year, Amazon's got 1. Chuck Kamlick, CNBC.
Larry Elder explains how an 18-year-old can get a gun.
Have they read the Second Amendment? The militia of the United States consists of all able-bodied males of at least 17 years of age who are or have made a declaration of intention to become citizens of the United States, and of female citizens of the United States who are members of the National Guard. That's why an 18 or 19-year-old can get a firearm.
The Larry Elder Show, weeknights at 7, right before Lars Larson at 10 on Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Attention business owners, Laura Pensatencio, online marketing expert, will be hosting the Social Savvy Geek Show. She'll provide education and actionable insights for entrepreneurs and small business owners in need of consistent leads and sales. Laura will help you find, engage, and convert your ideal clients. The Social Savvy Geek Show is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 10 a.m. Join Laura, the Social Savvy Geek, at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. KDMT.
Higher education in Colorado strives to meet the needs of industry and ensure all students are prepared to enter the workforce. Colorado is home to some incredible institutions of higher education. Join the Colorado Business Roundtable as we bring the leaders of the University of Colorado Boulder, MSU Denver, Colorado State University, and the University of Denver together for the State of Higher Education Forum, April 4th from 11:30 to 1 o'clock at History, Colorado. Together, those leaders will discuss their successful partnerships with business and examine changes that need to happen for a successful transition from the classroom to the workplace. We will talk about how higher education meets those needs and the value proposition for students as tuition costs continue to rise. Early bird tickets are $65 or $75 after March 5th. Contact the Colorado Business Roundtable to inquire about sponsorship opportunities. Get involved. Join us for the State of Higher Education Forum on April 4th. Register at cobrt.com.
Gina here. There are two ways to zip up your house for this winter. This way.
Or you could come to Gravina's
and zip up your home against the winter cold with Gravina's triple pane R10 glass package.
We can save you up to 40% on your energy bills with our insulated frame triple pane glass windows.
Gravina's R10 triple pane glass windows are 5 times more energy efficient than most double pane windows and 12 times more efficient than a single pane.
We carry all the name brand windows and doors, as well as insulated siding for your home.
That's right. Gravina's has served over 100,000 Colorado customers as a proud member of the Troubleshooter Network.
And Dave Logan, Angie's List, and HomeAdvisor.com.
And we have all types of windows.
Gina.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Gravina's have the greatest windows.
And warranties.
Let's try that zipper thing again. Start saving on your energy bills. Call Gravina's
beautiful showroom
at 950 West Evans. Call 303-GRAVINA. In Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA or GravinaWindows.com.
This is Dan Kaplis. One of the things I like best about being a personal injury lawyer is that I'm a lawyer for all of the people, and that includes all of our wonderful senior citizens. Our firm welcomes senior citizens with open arms. We understand that injuries to seniors often become a tipping point event in their lives, causing a loss of independence and affecting everyone around them. We also understand that insurance companies will often try to pay less to seniors, claiming that their injuries aren't worth as much because the victim is older. In our view, it's the exact opposite. When a person has fewer years left, each year is even more valuable. At the Dan Kaplis Law Firm, we take great pride in the results that we have obtained for seniors in our community. And of course, we accept righteous cases on a percentage fee basis so that good people from all walks of life can get the representation they deserve. If you need our help, please give me a call, 303-770-5551. That's 303-770-5551, or hit dankaplislaw.com. That's dankaplislaw.com.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer hanging out with you. It is Fan Braggin Friday, favorite day of the week. This is the day that we get to say something nice about somebody else in business.
It is our favorite day of the week. And what a great way to end the week, talking about some good stuff, leaving on a high. I know we've all put in a great deal of work during the week, and it's just nice to know that that there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff to celebrate when we finally get to Friday. We've been doing Fan Braggin Friday for a whole lot of years, and have a ton of fun doing it. We've got our disco ball going on in the studio right now. We're talking about great customer service and really raising the bar when it comes to that customer experience with your customers. And so often this is, I think, kind of just, we take it for granted that everybody's just going to get it, that they're going to offer great customer service because they're a nice person. And granted, always hire nice people.
Yeah, nice people do.
Yeah, nice people do offer
great customer service.
They offer better than grumpy people, that's for sure.
Yes.
But, I think when we talk about the culture of the customer experience and how to talk to our customers, our language matters. The words we use absolutely matters. Our body language, how we dress, the branding of it, everything, the imaging of our brand, I think, comes down to how we treat our customers.
It really does. And so along that journey of how to treat the customers, we talked about chat windows and answering the phone. And it's imperative that you put a personal touch on it, that you connect with your customer. Here's another one. Don't make promises that you can't fulfill.
Oh, it's so funny that you say that, because Eric, there are times where I'll tell somebody we're going to do something, and I'm like, okay, can we do that, Eric? Because sometimes it's the technology side of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can send you your audio file. Oh yeah, we can do that in a Zoom call. We can, and I start like sharing all this, technology stuff, and then I get off the phone, or I might have to put somebody on hold. Can we do that? And Eric's like, yeah, we can do that.
Absolutely.
But I'm one I'm really quick, because I'm thinking, of course we can do that. And I don't know if it's ever really even come up that no, we can't. But it might have come up. We haven't yet, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we don't know how yet, but we'll make it happen. And reliability is one of the keys to a good relationship, and that's what great customer service is all about: having a good relationship with your guest, your customer, even your prospects. As you build those relationships are the things that make business go. If you break down Bob Berg's all things being equal, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Know, like, and trust. That's the structure. It's the skeleton to a good relationship.
The skeleton,
right?
The bones.
You got to put the meat on it.
And then put some meat on it. But think about, I think you've heard the phrase, under promise, over deliver.
Yeah. It's over promise. Under promise, over deliver. That you are correct. Yes.
Okay.
It's one of those ones that gets us tongue tied.
It is. It's a tongue twister. But let's talk about that phrase.
Right.
Under promise. Let's just start there.
Start there.
Okay. Where in the world did we buy into something that said under promise?
Right.
Just like right there. Like,
I know I can get it to you by Wednesday, but I'm going to tell you Friday.
Yeah.
So that when it comes by Wednesday, you'll think I'm a rock star.
And I know we don't want to, we don't want to tell somebody something that's not going to be true, right? Tell them it's Tuesday, and then it, it won't be there. And we don't want to back ourselves up into a corner, and we don't want to hype up what we can really do. I get that. But so then, because we don't want to exaggerate, we don't want to lie, we don't want to back ourselves into a corner, we swing the pendulum the other way to say under promise.
Right.
Which is also kind of, when you think about, we're building relationships. People do business with people they know, like, and trust.
And if you are under promising with the intent to over deliver, you are not being trustworthy.
That's kind of what, that's where that lands in my world. I don't know about you, but you know what you're saying to me isn't the truth, so that you can, impress me later on.
Right.
Think about that in any other situation, any other relationship, any other conversation that you might have with somebody.
It might be good for the first time.
Lie to me now.
Yeah.
And impress me later.
Mm-mm.
So how about we just offer great customer service, and we're consistent.
Well, and
we
not only
communicate
that,
and we're honest.
not only does it start with a lie, but it's not sustainable because there's too many variables in the promises, right? There's too many things that you can't deliver. You don't know that you're going to be able to deliver. What happens if you get sick? And I mean, the list goes on and on. It's unsustainable. I like what you said. Consistency is the key.
Consistency is. So, because we want to create a sustainable customer experience, that the customer experience that I have is the same that if I refer somebody to you, that they're going to have. And so if you deliver to me 2 days earlier, you said it was going to be Friday, but you delivered to me now 2 days earlier and it's Wednesday. What's my expectation the next time?
Right.
It's going to be that you deliver 2 days early, right? Because that, the reality is. So whether you say and under and over and what actually is truth is where we land.
Come on.
So if it comes 2 days early, then the next time I know you're going to say Friday, but I'm going to still expect it 2 days early because that was the truth last time.
Right.
And that's what I think the truth is going to be for anybody I refer to you in doing business. So let's drop the unders and overs and promises, and let's just deliver. How about that?
I think that's a great idea. We're talking about great customer service and how to deliver it. This is Fan Braggin Friday. That means the phones are open. We'd love to hear your story of somebody that you would recommend, somebody that you would refer. Do you have a favorite Italian restaurant? Do you have a favorite Mexican restaurant? Do you have a favorite any kind of restaurant or business, a plumber, a baker, a candlestick maker.
Oh.
Anyone in business, we'd love to hear who you would refer, who would you recommend. And the fact is, we make decisions every day based upon the customer service that we receive and our favorites. And our favorites are very subjective, but they can also, if your favorites could be my favorites, if I only knew about them.
If I only knew.
Yep.
If I only knew. And isn't that, that's the secret to, another secret sauce to growing a business is getting people to say, I've heard of you.
Right.
Right. And so if I only had heard of you, I could have done business with you. And so we do so much to create that visibility for ourselves. Well, Fan Braggin Friday is our way of giving back as a consumer to create visibility for our favorite brands,
right,
our favorite companies, to make sure somebody can say, I've heard of you. If we can create that phrase, if when somebody thinks that phrase, when they've, when they meet you or somebody mentions you and they say, I've heard of you,
right,
you instantly elevate in my mind that know, like, and trust, even though I've never done business with you yet. But I instantly, it's like, okay, I've heard of you. There's some credibility. There's some connection there. And it shortens the sales cycle for how many, different impressions and touches it's going to take to close the sale.
And, shortening the sales cycle is absolutely what we're after. I mean, if we talk about the business, why we're even having this conversation is you want to grow your business, right? You grow your business through relationships. You don't grow your business through transactions. Now, it sounds crazy, but if you take care of the relationships, the transactions follow, right?
Every time.
We say this around here at Experience Pros. It's not rocket science. It's people science. Yeah.
Right? And it is, I think, we start to buy into some of the phrases that we've heard for so many years and so long, and they roll off of our tongue. And so it must be true, right? Because so many people are teaching them. I actually was listening to somebody talk about, have you ever heard about having, 475, maybe that's not the right number, 65 different ways to close,
sure,
kind of thing. Like, here's a list of all these closing statements. And we talked earlier this week in negotiation, the negotiation starts or after the sale starts after the customer says no.
Right.
I think it's really important to know why your customers would say no so that you can respond to that and
that's right.
And deal with that earlier in the conversation. But I think also if you've created this, customer experience, this customer message, and this relationship and this loyalty with them, then the closing statements become irrelevant.
Yeah,
the sale is the automatic byproduct.
It is
of everything else that you're doing.
Absolutely. All right, gang, we're going to return right after these messages. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymond here on the Experience Pros Radio Network. For the archives of this broadcast, everything that we do, check out experiencepros.com. Back after this.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Since the S&P 500 peaked on January 26, the index has lost more than $3 trillion in total value. The Dow Jones decreased by more than 13%. My name is Dave Anthony, certified financial planner and president of Anthony Capital, LLC. I'd like to tell you about some fixed investment payouts with targeted double-digit returns that may be appropriate for your portfolio. Call 303-734-7178. That's 303-734-7178 to find out more about targeted double-digit returns.
Ben Franklin once pointed out that the only certainty in life is death and taxes. Are you concerned about how the new tax bill is going to affect you or your business? Are you trying to tackle taxes on your own? Standard deductions, net operating loss, pass-through deductions? It's enough to make your head swim. Unless your tax expert Josh Berman with Denver Tax Return Service. Josh is an enrolled agent with the IRS and has been helping businesses save money and have peace of mind for the last 13 years. Josh takes pride in working directly with you during the entire process. You'll never be handed off to someone else. He'll walk you through how the new tax code and laws affect you and your business. And beyond tax season, he offers year-round bookkeeping and accounting services. Right now, there's a very special radio offer. All business tax returns start at just $399. Start 2018 off right by calling your tax expert, Josh Berman, at Denver Tax Return Service today for a free half-hour consultation. His number is 720-336-0950. That's 720-336-0950. Or visit taxreturnservicedenver.com. That's taxreturnservicedenver.com.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
If you're young and healthy, you don't need life insurance, right? Yeah, that's what I used to think too, until my brother died at 38. Joe left his wife with 2 kids, a mortgage, and a stack of bills she couldn't pay. Mary had to sell the house and move everybody into this tiny 2-bedroom apartment just to make ends meet. I never want to do that to my wife, so I got life insurance. I called AIG Direct and was really surprised how affordable it is. Just $14 a month for $250,000 of term life coverage. Listen, if you have a family, you should seriously think about getting life insurance. You'll feel a lot better having it, trust me.
Call AIG Direct for a free, no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you could save up to 70%. Call now. 1-800-600-1194. That's 1-800-600-1194. 1-800-600-1194.
Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com.
Higher education in Colorado strives to meet the needs of industry and ensure all students are prepared to enter the workforce. Colorado is home to some incredible institutions of higher education. Join the Colorado Business Roundtable as we bring the leaders of the University of Colorado Boulder, MSU Denver, Colorado State University, and the University of Denver together for the State of Higher Education Forum, April 4th from 11:30 to 1 o'clock at History, Colorado. Together, those leaders will discuss their successful partnerships with business and examine changes that need to happen for a successful transition from the classroom to the workplace. We will talk about how higher education meets those needs and the value proposition for students as tuition costs continue to rise. Early bird tickets are $65 or $75 after March 5th. Contact the Colorado Business Roundtable to inquire about sponsorship opportunities. Get involved. Join us for the State of Higher Education Forum on April 4th. Register at cobrt.com.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Hey, we know this radio station is your favorite, but did you know you can find even more great Christian stations now on christianradio.com? More stations, more podcasts, and more uplifting faith-building programs. Download the app now by visiting christianradio.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
You know what I like. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Who's that horse?
Mr. Ed.
Yeah, you're like Wilbur.
Hello, Wilbur.
That's so totally what that sounded like to me.
I know.
I don't know if that's who you were trying to be.
No,
but
it's Billie Holiday. And no. All right, never mind. Well, welcome. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It is Fan Braggin Friday. And I said Billie Holiday is Buddy Holiday. Never mind. It working too hard for the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Are you talking about that guy that does the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Buddy Holly.
No.
It's Buddy Holly.
No, not Buddy Holly. I mean, that might be that name, but
And that wasn't even the song. It was. I like it. I love it. Want some more of it?
Right. Jerry Lee Lewis.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Billy, Buddy, Billy, Buddy.
That's who you
Jerry.
were trying to be. You were trying to be, but that
Jerry.
song was not.
Good Lord, our producer is just letting us flounder too, and he is a keyboardist. He knows who I'm trying to get to.
He's just letting you do your thing.
I'm not going in there.
It is Fan Braggin Friday,
Right.
our favorite day of the week. If you'd like to call in and talk about great customer service, somebody who's giving you great customer service, it's just something really good going on in the world right now. I'd love to hear it. 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. We've been going over the rules, kind of the basics for offering great customer service, interjecting a few of our own little personal stories in there as well.
You can interject your personal stories, even if you're in, a state like Nebraska. Go ahead, give us a call. The number 855-326-2724.
What made you think of Nebraska?
Oh, it's just a state.
It's just a state?
Yeah.
You should have said North Carolina.
North Carolina?
They are a brand new affiliate picking up the Experience Pros radio show.
Wow.
Yeah. North
Asheville,
Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yes,
Welcome to the Experience Pros. We're super glad that you are tuned in and cannot wait to hear from you guys as well. That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, right?
I love it. We're affiliated with Biz Talk Radio, and so we get emails once in a while, and they add a new affiliate, a new station to the mix of where you can pick up the Experience Pros radio show. When we started out in radio, we didn't start out in radio, actually.
Nope.
We started out
Had a good idea.
with an idea. We started doing a podcast once a week, and we had it professionally produced. And within 6 months of doing that once a week computer internet podcast, we got discovered, quote unquote, discovered right. by an AM station. And in our very first day in the studio.
Yeah.
Well, we were late.
We were really late. Traffic was crazy.
Right.
And we came tearing into there. Yeah.
Get out.
The producer literally, we had 15 seconds.
Oh, no.
To the red light.
Probably had a minute. Right?
A minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Yeah, right?
It was like right there.
Yeah.
Producer's eyes were bigger than owls, like going, oh boy.
Yeah. You're brand new. You never been here before. And this is how you start.
Knocked it out of the park.
But we took our headphones off after that very first show and said, this is what we want to do.
Yep.
We want to be nationally syndicated. We want to take this message of positive business talk. We're on a mission to change the way people treat people in business. And so we started with a 30-minute daily show on the AM dial here in Denver, Colorado. And it was just two kids and a dream.
That's it.
And some ideas.
No schooling. We'd never gone to any kind of broadcast programming or anything like that.
They're listening to it going, yeah, we can tell. We know.
Actually, no, you are not. Because I'll tell you what, when we got done with that first 30 minutes,
Yeah.
And by the way, it's still out there in the archives. You can find it. And it's one of those things we got done. Not only did we want to do it, but the producer came in and shook both our hands and said, never saw anything that good on day one.
On day one.
Yeah.
Right. But, here we are. So we went from a 1 day a week program to now 5 days a week.
Right.
And as you know, I like to schedule things. I like to have a routine. I like to have systems. I like to have order. I like to plan in advance.
And then there's me.
And then there's Eric. Right. And so I thought, okay, so how about if we put some themes to our program? Right. So as we're booking it out, as we're scheduling it, we don't have to, we just have some semblance of framework of what it is we're working towards.
I used to be a preacher, so I suggested, well, why don't we do some kind of alliteration, some kind of thing with alliteration? That was my entire contribution.
Right. And so, so we were like matchy is when I think of alliteration, like, how do we put this together? So we had social media Mondays, right?
Social media Mondays.
What if Wednesdays?
The what if in the Wednesday.
And Fan Braggin Friday.
Woohoo!
So we came up with, and then, so not to totally put ourselves in a box, right? We left Tuesdays and Thursday open.
Right.
That was my contribution to Eric. Very shortly after social media Monday we did a whole lot of media and marketing and that dripped into a whole lot of different days.
Yeah.
And because that was all the thing back in 2009.
Right.
What if Wednesdays we discovered, the whole idea was you could call up because we were business consultants and business coaches before we were radio.
Call in a problem. What are you struggling with?
Turns out people don't want to share their dirty, their business problems over the air.
I've got a restaurant and I've got cockroaches. Where are you located? It just didn't work out.
Right. But the one thing that did stick was Fan Braggin Friday.
That's right.
And as we've grown Fan Braggin Friday, we've also grown our list of stations across the country.
Yes.
And so excited. We started partnering with Biz Talk Radio a couple of years ago, who has, just helped us to expand our footprint nationwide. So, I don't know. Well, that was all because you said Nebraska.
It's all right. There just happens to be somebody from Nebraska who might be listening. So
I asked you why, and that's not what you said.
Because it's a state.
Yeah,
but
that's not what you said. See,
I said it was a state.
With that. Yeah, but you had other information you withheld.
Maybe or maybe not.
Yes, you did.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, not maybe. I mean, when is the yes a maybe? When is maybe the right answer to the word yes?
When
Eric
Angel's
Raymer
interrogating you over the air.
All right, now let's listen to our customers when we talk about some foundation for good customer service.
Yeah.
How often do we do all the talking?
Yeah. Is there anything more exasperating than telling someone you want what you want, what your problem is, and discovering that person hasn't been paying attention? Or they're going to tell you what they provide regardless of what you want? That's frustrating.
Right.
When we come back, we'll talk about listening, the art of listening. And folks, I'll tell you what, it is really important. We'll be back. Fan Braggin Friday, 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Armada, Denver.
Denver's only business radio station, Money Talk 1690 AM.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC. President Trump said in a tweet this morning that trade wars are good and easy to win, but U.S. automakers, appliance manufacturers, makers of canned foods and beverages, and allies, including Canada and the European Union, all disagreed. And already anxious investors worried that Trump starting a trade war over his proposed tariffs on imported steel and aluminum would send stocks on another wild ride today, and they did. After a tumble Thursday, the Dow started the day 400 points lower, but it managed to end just 71 points lower. The Nasdaq up by 77 on strength in tech shares. Holiday sales at JCPenney disappointed because more Americans shopped online instead of in those stores. Now it's cutting 360 jobs, reorganizing management. And LL Bean only sells guns at one store in Maine, but from now on, it won't sell them to anyone under the age of 21. The latest retailer fed up with school shootings. Tom Busby, CNBC.
Looking for ways to save with your Medicare plan? Walgreens is a preferred network pharmacy with many of the nation's plans, which could mean lower copays for you. So bring your prescriptions to a Walgreens pharmacy today to start saving. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Walgreens participates as a preferred network pharmacy with United Healthcare, Cigna HealthSpring, and Humana. Walgreens participates with other plans. See walgreens.com/Medicare for details.
It's the little things, like finding $20 in the wash. Woo! Jackpot! Or knowing where to go for all the newest styles and best deals in town. Bells, of course. And don't forget to visit us online for incredible sales, our newest markdowns on clearance, more extended sizes, and even more choices. Best of all, check out today's deals online for daily coupons and offers. Fresh styles, big savings, and fun perks every day. Bells. Little things mean everything. Bells is part of our Sage family. Offer exclusions apply.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. Billy Graham was remembered as America's pastor at his funeral in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Billy Graham's adult children are all speakers or preachers.
I will preach the word.
Ann Graham Lotz made a pledge to her father.
I will share the gospel, and I will run my race and live my life so that 5 minutes before I see Jesus, I have no regrets.
She said from heaven's perspective, her father's death is as significant as his life, and his life was very significant. Oldest son Franklin Graham said the Billy Graham people saw was what they saw at home.
Daddy, I won't see you on this earth again, but I will see you again. I'll see you maybe.
Reports a partial dispatch log from the Broward County Sheriff's Office shows the sheriff's captain told deputies to form a perimeter instead of confronting the gunman at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. An earlier report on the call logs published by Fox News showed that the shooting would have been over by the time the captain gave her order. Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel has said his office's training and nationwide active shooter procedure call for armed law enforcement officers to confront shooters immediately rather than secure a scene. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement is investigating the response to the shooting, which left 17 people dead. I'm Ben Thomas.
Police are asking for the public's help as they search for a 19-year-old man suspected of killing 2 people at Central Michigan University. The shooting occurred in a residence hall on the campus in Mount Pleasant. Police say neither victim was a student. A mixed day on Wall Street as the Dow was down by 71 points, but the Nasdaq rose 77. The S&P advanced 14. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, this is Ricky from Banyan Hill. You like freedom? I do. You like money? I do too. If you like freedom and money, then you're going to love Freedom Checks. You see, over the next few months, an estimated $34.6 billion is up for grabs to anyone who stakes their claim. Yep, you heard that right. $34.6 billion. To get all the details, just go to www.freedomchecks123.com. Thousands of people are already lined up to cash in. Take Doug, for example. He's a 46-year-old from Joplin, Missouri who's set to get a check for $24,075. And if Doug can do this, I've got a hunch that you can too. But here's the thing. If you want the chance to grab your full fair share of this $34.6 billion payout, you must have your ducks in a row by April 1st. So don't wait. Get over to www.freedomchecks123.com before the April 1st deadline. That's www.freedomchecks123.com.
Let's face it, we love Alexa, and we love to let her find your favorite radio station. This one, of course. But she could find us easier if we taught her a simple trick. To get started, simply say, Alexa, enable the 1690 KDMT skill. After she confirms, you can then say, Alexa, play 1690 KDMT. That's all you have to do, and Alexa will learn how to find us. You can listen to us through your Amazon, Echo Show, Echo Dot, and Amazon Tap devices. Alexa, what's your favorite radio station?
That's easy. Money Talk 1690 AM. DenverHalfPrice.com, where everything is on sale at half price. Get red hot deals from some of the area's best retailers. 50% off carpet cleaning, car washes, spa treatments, gym memberships, tax preparation, oil changes, and more. Everything is on sale at half price. Go to DenverHalfPrice.com and save today. That's DenverHalfPrice.com. Why pay full price for anything? Go to DenverHalfPrice.com.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Friday night, I crashed your party. It's Friday, I'm in love.
Thank God it's
Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Just it's Friday night.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of List That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It is Fan Braggin Friday, favorite day of the week. This is the day that we celebrate greatness in business.
We are celebrating greatness in business before we close off the week and close down the computer and close up the books and get it all done. We got to say something nice and celebrate our milestones, celebrate our wins. All week long, I think we're just kind of nose to the grindstone, got our checklist, all the things we want to get done. And by the end of the week, we want to make sure that you take just a couple of days off to recognize and celebrate all the good stuff that's going on as entrepreneurs, especially myself.
Right.
I tend to just go. And you know, it's you, Eric, often reminding me to celebrate, breathe it in, take a moment and relax and appreciate the moment. And I forget to do that sometimes, which is why I talk about it a lot. Because maybe if I tell you, it'll sink in and I'll do it for myself. And if you really rocked it, if you really hit those goals just out of the park, right? We are in that third month of this first quarter of the year. Do you know what this means for business? This is the month that all that work that you've been putting into, for the beginning of the year, those first 2 months of work really starts to pay off. The momentum kind of shows up right where you are. You've been working. And the momentum is now here and in place. And this third month and this first quarter is a game changer for business. And so all those goals, whatever you set for your goals to hit that first quarter,
yes,
they all come to fruition. Doesn't matter where you were in month 1, month 2, they all come to fruition in this third month because of the momentum, the activity that you've been putting in. So we're super excited because here we go into one of the most exciting months for small business owners.
Absolutely.
I mean, just historically, this is when it all turns around. And mostly it waits till March to turn around because you took November and December off.
That's exactly it. Let's call it what it is, folks. Entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, business owners, small business owners tend to freak out. They don't believe that they can keep up with the holidays. So they throw in the towel and say, we're just going to take these months off. And when you do, then you have to start again in January. And it takes a full 90 days to get momentum back up, which brings us to March being a good month.
And March is a good month. In fact, I was looking at I've got a wall calendar at my house that's got all of my speaking events booked on it.
Yeah.
And my husband was saying something about taking December off. I'm like, oh, nay. Everybody else does. So that is key for making sure we've got 2019 is going to be launched. Look, I'm already talking about 2019.
Yeah, of course you are.
But let's just talk about today. Fan Braggin Friday, favorite day of the week. We're getting ready to go into your most successful month of the year so far.
Yep.
And I know you've got some good stuff going. I know you're doing some great business. You've got great power partners.
That's right.
My friend Tanya from Australia calls it peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Right. A great power partner is the peanut butter to your jelly.
I believe in that.
Right. And so you've got some great power partners. Maybe you want to fan brag about. Tell us what good stuff is going on. Also, if you've got a great event going on anywhere in the country and you want to let the world know about it, you want to create a little bit more visibility and marketing, you can always use Fan Braggin Friday. Call up, but you've got to first tell me a good customer service story first.
Yeah, tell us who you love to do business with.
And then when we ask you about you can talk about your event that you've got coming up. Free PR for your business. We have been doing this on every Friday since 2009.
Hard to imagine.
And giving away free PR for nonprofits, small business owners. And this is our way of giving back to you as a business owner. We know you need more visibility. We know you need more people to say, I've heard of you.
Right.
So we've created this platform that we share with you. We've got a microphone. Don't you wish you had a microphone too?
You do.
You do.
You can just pick up the phone and call 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Call in. You're just talking to Angel and I. That's it. But it goes out to the masses and you can share your message and you can also lift somebody up. And I think one of the things, the challenges that many of our listeners have, Angel, is that they think, well, I'm hearing this broadcast in Tampa, Florida, or Houston, Texas, or Fresno, California. And what good is it to call in and mention mine? Because if I'm in Fresno, I don't want the people in DC to think that they can come to ABC Plumbing in Fresno. Well, it's okay. If you're hearing it in Fresno, other people in Fresno will hear this great story. And the people in Washington, D.C. know that if they need a plumber, they're not going to call Fresno. They're not going to call them. So do something intentionally kind, intentionally positive, and be a part of the revolution in the way people treat people in business.
But you're an industry thought leader, right? In your business, you're doing things different than everybody else. You want to rise above. Be maybe a renegade marketer, right? Not do the same thing that everybody else is doing, but rise above and separate yourself from the pack.
That's
separate
right.
yourself from the noise. Do something that nobody else is doing. And use media to create that platform for your industry influencer status.
So, she said, Angel just said something that is noteworthy, and I'm going to tie it to great customer service. We're having a conversation today about great customer service and the various rules of engagement when it comes to great customer service. And she says, you're an industry thought leader, right? If you feel like you are a thought leader, if you are somebody who says, I want to rise to that next level, then you have to do something different than what you've already done in order to do that. And that's why how we know this is because we listen to our customers.
Yes.
Yes. Angel, you've been on a 6-month, I say speaking tour, but really what you've been doing is listening. You've been listening to the people who come to the small business expos in Los Angeles and in San Diego and in Austin, Texas, and in Florida, in Las Vegas. You've been listening to these people, Chicago, and you're hearing they want to separate themselves. Mm-hmm. They want to be bigger than they are. Mm-hmm. But here's the dilemma. They don't know how. They believe that if they just go to enough networking events, something magic's going to happen. If they just join enough chambers of commerce, something magic's going to happen. If they just spend enough money on social media marketing, something magic's going to happen. And they find themselves in the same position they were last year, the year before that, and the year before that. And we've kind of come to this place on this listening tour to say what they really want is to be an influencer. They want to be recognized. You're already the expert. Now be recognized as that industry influencer or industry thought leader.
We'll talk about creating explosive growth for your business, right? Well, a lot of times we put together our numbers and our goals and what we want to have happen in our business. And, by the end of the week, we're kind of smiling and dialing, we're following up, we're emails.
Right.
But we're so limited, by our time, especially if we're doing all this one-on-one. If we're the ones scheduling all these appointments, if we're the ones doing all of these activities, and we really have to have this expansive thinking. We have to stop thinking about that customer that's right in front of us and this one next sale, and really take the gloves off and say, you know what, there's a whole world out there that needs this service. I need to share it. They need to hear it. And together we can do something far bigger than just a transaction.
Get you out of the mindset of selling, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, and into the mindset of saying, I want to affect an industry. I want to affect a crowd of people. I want to affect many, not just one. And as a result of that, sales diminishes in value. It's no longer the goal, but it becomes the unavoidable byproduct. You cannot help if you're affecting many in a positive way using the medium that we provide with the radio and multiple other services that we provide. If you affect many, you cannot help it. You become the person that many know, like, and trust. And what happens? Oh, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Sales isn't the goal. It's the unavoidable byproduct. You cannot help it. And we've seen it over and over and over. We've case study after case study of people making millions of dollars because they buy into and then practice, because they join with us and we teach them how to achieve influencer status. If you're interested in that, there's a thing you can do. Go to WeMakeYouVisible.com and download our CD. It's free. Download the CD, How to Become a Micro Influencer, and then join our group on Facebook, the Experience Pros Network. We'll be back right after these messages.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Have you written a book and want to get it published? Christian Faith Publishing helps thousands of authors just like you publish their books with a company dedicated to strong Christian values. To help you get started, we want to send you our free author submission kit. Christian Faith Publishing reviews every book submitted to us, and if your book is approved, we'll edit, design, copyright protect, print, and distribute your book online and in bookstores everywhere. Imagine seeing your book in specialty Christian bookstores, Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, and many others. It could happen, and it all starts with one call to Christian Faith Publishing at 800-566-1012 for your free author submission kit. If you have a novel, children's book, poetry, biography, or any inspirational work you've written, we can help you get it published today. Shouldn't you work with a publisher who shares your Christian values of integrity and honesty? You can get your book published. So call for your free author submission kit right now. Call 800-566-1012. That's 800-566-1012. 800-566-1012.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dragging your big, bulky CPAP device with you whenever you leave home? Yeah, well, I was too. That's why I'm so glad I called to try the Transcend Mini CPAP for 10 nights. I can't imagine living without it now. My Transcend is about as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. That's less hassle to carry than my shaving kit. Plus, I was able to add a battery pack that's as tiny as a deck of cards. But hey, that's not all. Transcend is FAA compliant too, which means I can finally sleep comfortably while flying. Heck, I can sleep comfortably anywhere now. So if that all sounds good to you, call now to give Transcend a try. You'll be glad you did.
Now you can try Transcend and sleep comfortably for 10 restful nights with a money-back guarantee. So call minicpap.com now. 1-800-300-5254. Again, that's 1-800-300-5254. 1-800-300-5254.
Hi, this is Willie Dan. Unfortunately, rates are starting to move up with no end in sight. At Stanford Funding, I can get you wholesale rates for less. You don't have to pay all those bank or middleman fees. Work directly with me, the lender, and I can get you the lowest rates and the lowest closing costs in the mortgage market today. So call me now at 303-458-8200. So if you're thinking about refinancing and need to get your loan closed in 30 days or less, no problem. Need a pre-call letter and your purchase loan closed in 30 days or less? No problem. Call 303-458-8200. Don't wait. Call the company people in Colorado have trusted for the last 18 years, Stanford Funding, at 303-458-8200 and ask for Willie Dan. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. Credit score 580. Loan to value 97%. Licensed by the Division of Real Estate.
Do you have a timeshare and don't use it or want it? Frustrated with a financial burden? In Colorado, there is a local trusted advisor, Timeshare Termination Team, who can assist you and your family by providing the answers you need to legally get out of your timeshare. They have a 100% success rate and an A+ rating with the BBB. Give them a call today at 303-766-2255. If you've already paid your 2018 maintenance fee, ask them about their maintenance fee credit. Get the right information by calling 303-766-2255. For a limited time, Timeshare Termination Team is offering a free consultation. That's a $199 value. Just mention you heard it here. Call 303-766-2255 and get out of your timeshare safely and permanently. 303-766-2255 or visit timeshareterminationteam.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussie, Eric Kramer. It's Fan Braggin Friday, favorite day of the week.
It is our favorite day of the week. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. Let's talk about some great customer service. How do you deal with complaints?
You shout back at them and say, "You are a poopy head." No,
that's not true. Right? Oh,
it's not my fault.
Nobody likes hearing complaints. Nobody.
Sure.
And most of us don't handle it very well when we hear the complaints. I mean, the body language at the cellular level.
Yes.
And we react and we respond. Even if we don't want to on our face and with our words, our body instantly responds in a way that we can't always control. And what ends up happening is this automatic reflex that we say things, we express things that
do not help.
Not always super pleasant.
No.
Now, we know you cannot please everybody all the time. It's humans, right? We're finicky, we're fickle. We like to complain as a general rule of our society.
Well, let's just sum it up in this sentence. The customer is not always right.
But they are always your customer.
Right.
And so let's just go on that premise that there might be times where they might be a little out of line. They might be wrong about, the truth of what's really going on. There might be a mistake. There might be a miscommunication. It's humans, right? This is it. And so when we talk about dealing with complaints, this is the place that most companies fall short in training their staff.
Absolutely.
What do you want your staff to do? What do you want your staff to say? How do you want your staff to handle it and repair it when something goes wrong? If you haven't trained them, if you haven't had these very clear guidelines and expectations set up with them,
they will come up with something on their own.
And you aren't going to like it. And neither is the customer.
It's ugly. So train how to manage a mistake or how to manage a complaint. And there are many different things that you can do to train this. The first thing is, if somebody, I used to manage restaurants, and if somebody has a complaint, and you got to go talk to them, do not stand while they're sitting. Get down on eye level or pull up a chair next to them, right?
Right.
And say, I'm here to help. How can I help? What can I do to make this better?
I think putting yourself on that level and how often, how does it feel when somebody's like looking down on you, like towering over you, right? It's intimidating. It's ominous, right? And so do you think that they are listening? Do you think that they get it? This kind of levels the playing field, puts me back at your level and makes me feel as if I'm being listened to at least.
Absolutely. Ask the question, how would you like me to resolve this? That is such a disarming question. And by the way, it takes people down the journey of resolution, not of escalation.
I think when you ask them, how do you want me to resolve this?
Yep.
Most of the time, they don't know. No. Right? Like right away, they're like, oh, wait, you mean, I think like you said, it disarms them. Right? Like, I have options here.
Yeah.
And then if you give them a minute and you're just quiet let them process that. Heck, I know what I want. I want a refund. I want a replacement. I want a do-over. I want an apology.
And by the way, give it to them. Give it to them. And if it's not unreasonable.
Yeah, if it's not unreasonable, it's not out of your realm, right? That, something you could offer. Absolutely. You just ask them.
Yep. How would you like me to do this?
Now you have to be prepared. Now, when you're the owner, you've got a lot of authority, right? Like you can make things happen. You can give them, comp their dinner or give them a refund.
How often are you the one in that position?
If you've got a staff, if you've got a team, they've also got to know to what level of authority do they have to actually make it right.
All of it. Before
they, would have to call somebody. And so if we can eliminate them having to call somebody, then we can actually expedite making this right even quicker.
We're running under an assumption that things don't happen wrong every time, right? But instead that when things do go wrong, we take care of them. And so, to authorize an employee to say, look, if in the restaurant scenario, if an entire table of people are upset about something, take care of that. What's going to cost you $100, $200 maybe? If that's the case, take care of that, because if you take care of it right now, you win that you stand a chance of winning them back because you did the right thing. But if you take a stand and say, no, I'm not going to let you get away with that, one person's dinner was done, you want me to comp the whole meal, forget it. No. Then for $200, you have just lost a lifetime value of 5 people or however many it is.
And that's a piece. It's a lifetime value, not only of that customer, but their sphere of influence as well. And, and so often, and especially when we come from a place where we're not thinking of abundance, this is where we get cheap.
That's right.
And so Marriott did a study. This was probably 15 years ago. And they discovered that when they had a customer and they had a challenge with a customer and things were going wrong, if they were able to resolve it in a way that the customer was pleased, they actually created more loyalty from that disgruntled customer than they had from all the customers that everything had gone right. So, everything got right. I checked in, you had my reservation, my confirmation, my room was ready, my room was clean, nothing happened. I was satisfied. And so we think that's what we're after, right? Is those satisfied customers.
Right.
This is what we think we're after. But those satisfied customers didn't necessarily choose Marriott for the next time that they were going to stay at a hotel.
Satisfied customers shop around.
And they totally did. Price, referral, a deal, all of that.
Yeah.
However, for those that had an issue, maybe my room wasn't ready, my room wasn't clean, there was something wrong with the check-in, there was some fee on my bill I wasn't, I'd never authorized, something went wrong, and they took it to the staff, and the staff was able to remedy it in a way that satisfied the customer.
Right.
Those customers that had something had gone wrong in the future were choosing Marriott moreover than any other hotel brand.
You won them with the resolution.
With the resolution.
Right.
And so when we get all freaked out when somebody complains and something goes wrong, and yet in there we can learn this lesson from Marriott that if somebody brings this to your attention, they're giving you the chance to make it right.
Correct.
By them giving you the chance to make it right, you now have the chance to win them into a loyal, raving fan of a customer. Not just let me just give you your money back and send you on your way. Let me comp you this $200 meal and now go write a complaint on their bill. No, if they brought it to you, hallelujah.
That's right.
This is one of those, thank you. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. That should be our first response.
Absolutely. By the way, the moral of this story is not to go create trouble so that you can fix it, so that you can get loyal customers.
Hey, let me just kick this out from under you and spill hot tea on you.
Serve people well, but when things go wrong, train for it and empower your employees to fix it. We'll be back right after these messages. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
I'm Tom Busby, CNBC. President Trump's threats to impose steep tariffs on imports of steel and aluminum are rattling markets around the world and rattling Wall Street for a second straight day. But stocks managed to end the day mixed. The Dow just modestly lower. The blue chips down 71 points by the close. It was down 400 points this morning. The Nasdaq was up 77 thanks to tech shares. Canada, which exports most of the steel and aluminum that comes into the U.S., called the tariffs unacceptable, and the European Union is threatening to retaliate with tariffs on U.S.-made goods like blue jeans and bourbon. Sprint now offering iPhone 10s at half price, but only if you sign up for Sprint's Flex data plan. Toyota spending $3 billion starting a new company building software just for self-driving cars. And JCPenney is shaking up senior management, cutting another 360 jobs. While profits rose during the all-important holiday quarter, sales fell again. Tom Busby, CNB.
Waiter, sir. Jimmy Sangenberger here. Waiter. You wouldn't go to a restaurant where the waiter chooses your meal. So why are you letting everyone else choose your candidates? In the primary, unaffiliated voters can impact your party's choice for the ballot. The caucus on March 6th is your chance to choose the candidate free from interference by those who don't share your values. The caucus process lets you speak with other engaged voters in your party to choose the best possible candidate for the primary ballot. Attend caucus on March 6th. Visit your party's website to register today.
Listen up, investors. Where can you find educational tools and videos, industry insights, lists of wholesalers, lenders, and REI groups, plus deep discounts from top national home improvement retailers, all exclusively designed for real estate investors, and all in one place? ThinkRealty.com. Sign up for your free intro-level Think Realty membership today. Think time. Think wealth. Think purpose. ThinkRealty.com. It's a real estate of mind.
Salem Media is proud to announce another half-price tuition, a great program for some of Denver's finest private occupational schools. We currently have a half-price tuition promotion for software testing at T3 Resources located in the Denver Tech Center. Software testing remains a top need among IT and software development companies. T3's training on Selenium enables graduates to enter the workforce with confidence that they've trained on the most widely used automated testing tool in the industry. Their job placement after graduation rate is at 90%, and you could be a student for half price. If you or someone you know could benefit from our half-price tuition program, give us a call at 303-750-5687 or visit our websites, 710knus.com, 947fmtheword.com, or moneytalk1690.com, and click on the half-off school tuition banner. Please check out our half-price tuition for T3 Resources today. Call 303-750-5687 or visit 710knus.com, 947fmtheword.com, or moneytalk1690.com.
Need a CPAP? Then we need you. We're CPAP.com, and we carry popular brands of CPAP equipment, including ResMed, Respironics, and more. To move inventory, we're selling some of our ResMed CPAP machines at prices lower than you would think. Learn more about these affordable ResMed CPAPs at CPAP.com. We'll even provide free shipping on your ResMed machine orders, so you'll get it fast when you enter the promo code RADIO. The best part? No insurance needed. Our CPAPs are priced so low, they can even cost less than your copay and deductible through insurance. CPAP.com has shipped over 1 million orders and carries a large inventory of sleep apnea equipment. With little retail overhead and no middlemen, we're the best way to get affordable, comfortable sleep apnea equipment at incredibly low prices. Again, CPAP.com has a large inventory of ResMed CPAPs and is offering free shipping on these devices. For these great deals and others, visit CPAP.com. Don't forget to enter the promo code RADIO. That's RADIO.
Attention business owners, Laura Pensatencio, online marketing expert, will be hosting the Social Savvy Geek Show. She'll provide education and actionable insights for entrepreneurs and small business owners in need of consistent leads and sales. Laura will help you find, engage, and convert your ideal clients. The Social Savvy Geek Show is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 10 a.m. Join Laura, the Social Savvy Geek, at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. KDMT.
Looking for ways to save on your Medicare Part D copays? Great news! Now all Denver area Rite Aid stores feature a Walgreens pharmacy. Walgreens is a preferred network pharmacy with many plans nationwide, which could mean lower copays for you. Bring your prescriptions to a Walgreens pharmacy and start saving today. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Walgreens, and now Rite Aids featuring a Walgreens pharmacy, is a preferred pharmacy with United Healthcare, Humana, and Cigna HealthSpring. Walgreens participates with other plans. See walgreens.com/Medicare for details.
the Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey gang, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. It's Fan Braggin Friday, favorite day of the week. This is the day that we celebrate greatness in business. Got a fan brag from listener Robert. I'm going to post that on our Facebook Live video as I read it. He says, I want to fan brag about Massage Envy in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Professional relaxation, stress relief, and all-around rubbing and kneading of muscles and joints of the body to relieve tension or pain. Always feel great when I'm finished, and I'm ready to go again right now.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Self-care, taking the time to care for yourself, care for your muscles. I remember when, massage was one of those things you only did when you were on vacation, right? It was like this, incredible luxury.
Sure.
And now it is, we recognize it as a necessary part of just kind of keeping the machine running.
Right.
And, for Robert, is that Robert, our new Outlook guy?
It is.
Right. Who's opening up store after office, after office, after office.
Just yesterday.
The guy needs to take care of himself. And I think, which comes first? If we're going to be really successful in business, we're going to offer great customer service. We're going to be great leaders in our team. If we're not taking care of ourselves, we're going to burn out. We're going to wear out. And so kudos to you for setting the tone and being the leader in that space.
Absolutely.
As well.
That's Robert Johnson. A new Outlook counseling services. You can find them at coloradocounselor.org, coloradocounselor.org. And we do celebrate with Robert, as just yesterday, he launched his 5th office. So he's got offices now in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, Castle Rock, the Denver Tech Center, Aurora, and now Lakewood. Just super kudos. He's working hard.
Yeah, as it is, we should be, right?
Yeah.
You think about that, that's what it takes.
Absolutely.
We can't just sit around on our laurels and, kind of snap our fingers and say miracles happen. Customers show up, money put in my bank account.
No, it doesn't work that way at all.
We've got to work hard, but we've also, we've got to work smart. And I think that's what Robert is doing as well. He's just a shining example of that.
It is. And he's a great example of what it is to be partnered with the Experience Pros and to do the all-star contributor host program that we do. And so super, super proud. We're talking about customer service, how to provide great customer service for your customers. And here's the thing, the next step in this, it says, be helpful, even if there's no immediate profit in it for you. And I think that, a lot of people, what is that radio station, WIIFM?
What's in it for me?
Right. It's not a radio station. It's an attitude. And if we can drop that attitude and say, really, how can I serve you? What can I do to make your day better? If we can lead with that, then we see significant shift in the results that, because, call it karma, call it what goes around comes around, just call it goodwill. When somebody needs help and you have the ability to do so, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Right.
Yeah, but I think, if we schedule our day so tight,
right.
And we don't have systems in place, people fail, systems don't.
Sure.
Right. And so if we don't have systems in place and we're not, scheduling our day or leaving enough white space, and by white space, I mean those blank spaces in your calendar.
Yeah.
If we're not being smart about what we're doing, then I think that our ability to help is also diminished.
Yeah.
Right? And so, because we're busy, our failure to plan also means we don't have the ability to help somebody when they need our help.
It's absolutely true. And help comes in any shape or size, folks. It doesn't have to be expensive to you or even to put you out on the emotional side. Interesting story in this article that we're drawing from the Balance says, The other day I popped into a local watch shop because I'd lost a small piece that clips the pieces of my watch band together. When I explained the problem, the proprietor said he thought he might have one lying around. He found it, attached it to my watch band, and charged me nothing. Now, where do you think I'm going to go when I need a new watch band or a new battery or a new watch? And how many people do you think I've told this story to? And now we're repeating that story over the air.
Right. Helpfulness. I think that's at the crux of what we've been talking about this whole time.
Yep.
Being helpful. And, we're answering the phone. We're responding. We're listening. We're paying attention. When something goes wrong, we want to fix it. We're taking care to make sure we put their order in and that it's delivered on time and consistently. And so the whole idea of being helpful.
That's right.
When you think about how many other places in life that somebody was just helpful to you, maybe they held the door open for you, helped you carry out a package to your car, took your shopping cart, from you, from the parking lot, and put it back in the corral.
Right.
We talk about kindness, and I think people get kind of the gist of where that is.
Right.
And I thought, okay, well, I was kind. I mean, I wasn't rude, so that meant I was kind. But
were you helpful?
Were you helpful?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And helpful is maybe the understudy of kindness.
Yeah.
But really the very essence of why we started Fan Braggin Friday. It's not so much, kindness is one thing,
right?
But helpful, we apply, when was the last time somebody, gave you a referral to a mechanic that didn't take advantage of you?
Right.
When was the last time somebody gave you a referral to somebody who sold you a car and didn't take advantage of you? Or, the list goes on and on and on.
And we've often said, as experienced pros as we started, as we've developed, as we've grown, I don't know how often we've used this phrase, Eric, but I'm going to say a lot. Would it be helpful? How could we help?
Right.
What would be the most helpful thing we could do for small business?
Absolutely.
We've had that conversation
thousands
over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes. Would it be helpful to give you, if you had some airtime, would it be helpful if we mentioned this on the radio? Would it be helpful if there was a group of people you could collaborate with? Would it be helpful if we put together a training? Would it be helpful? We have probably said that hundreds, if not thousands, if not 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
Fan Braggin Friday is all about being helpful.
It really is. And we're going to give you an opportunity to be helpful right now. Pick up your phone and call 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. I'll post it on the screen for those who are watching by way of Facebook Live. Yes, you can actually stream a radio show and pick up your phone at the same time and call. And when you call, be helpful. Tell us who is getting it right. Help somebody out there. There's somebody, who's driving down the road right now in your town who is listening to this broadcast and says, gosh, I really wish I knew, where I should take my sick pet, or I really wish I knew where, I could go and get my car repaired without feeling like I'm being taken advantage of. And the list, like I said, goes on and on. There's 1,000,000 different things that we could be helpful about, but it does require action.
It requires action. And today that action is a phone call.
That's it.
855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. It is a phone call, and it's taking the spotlight off of yourself and shining it on somebody else. But we know that if you're going to take the time to shine the spotlight on somebody else, that you are worthy of it as well.
Yes.
And so we'll give you a few minutes of free PR. Tell our listeners about who you are and what you do in business as well. I promise you it's helpful. It is a win-win situation for everybody.
It really is. Number again, 855-326-2724. Again, 855-FAN-BRAG. We use the word so that it's easy to remember. 855-FAN-BRAG for Fan Braggin Friday. Here's another thing that you can do, when it comes to how to expect or to deliver extreme customer service. And that is to take the extra step. Now, this is different than under promise, over deliver. This is literally taking the extra step. It is if somebody asks you, to help you find something in the store. Don't tell them it's in aisle 3. Say, come on, I'll take you down there with me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I love that. Instead of pointing.
Yes.
Right? Show me. Take me there. Do it with me. Doing it together.
Yeah. And really, when you do that, you surprise people because you take that extra step, and it's a pleasant surprise. And that's what we are all after. Don't go anywhere. We'll wrap this thing up right after these messages. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer here on Fan Braggin Friday. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network. If you'd like the archives of this program, or you just want to hang out with us, go to experiencepros.com. Back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Ben Franklin once pointed out that the only certainty in life is death and taxes. Are you concerned about how the new tax bill is going to affect you or your business? Are you trying to tackle taxes on your own? Standard deductions, net operating loss, pass-through deductions, it's enough to make your head swim. Unless you're tax expert Josh Berman with Denver Tax Return Service. Josh is an enrolled agent with the IRS and has been helping businesses save money and have peace of mind for the last 13 years. Josh takes pride in working directly with you during the entire process. You'll never be handed off to someone else. He'll walk you through how the new tax code and laws affect you and your business. And beyond tax season, he offers year-round bookkeeping and accounting services. Right now, there's a very special radio offer. All business tax returns start at just $399. Start 2018 off right by calling your tax expert, Josh Berman, at Denver Tax Return Service today for a free half-hour consultation. His number is 720-336-0950. That's 720-336-0950. Or visit taxreturnservicedenver.com. That's taxreturnservicedenver.com.
Hey, my name's Brant. You ever make a change and then wonder, why didn't I do this a long time ago? That's what's happening for thousands of people with regard to their health care. They're joining MediShare, and then they're wondering, why didn't I already do this? For most members, it costs less than half what they were paying for their old health plan. There's a huge provider network, too. You can customize your plan, and this is awesome, MediShare members can go online with a doctor 24/7. So if you need a prescription for the flu or something, it's so convenient for you and your family. So yeah, this is one of those, why did I wait on this things? And if you don't love your current health plan, you're not stuck with it. You can join MediShare anytime. By the way, to give you an idea, the typical savings for a family, about $500 a month. It just makes so much sense. Check it out. They're super easy to talk to. Call 844-41-BIBLE. That's 844-41-BIBLE. 844-41-BIBLE.
Message and data rates may apply. Warranty good as long as you own your mattress. Details at nectarsleep.com.
Do you realize you spend almost a third of your life in bed? Sleeping is practically a full-time job, and you deserve the right conditions to do it well. That's why there's Nectar. We're not just a mattress company, we're sleep advocates. Our promise is as sweet as our name, to tuck you in for the best sleep of your life. Our sleep engineers have perfected a bed with optimal firmness, breathability, coolness, and comfort. What's more perfect? How about no showroom markups to save you hundreds, free shipping, our dreamy forever warranty, and a full year to sleep on it? That's right. Sleep on Nectar for 365 nights. If you don't love it, return it for a full refund. Snuggle up with our best deal. $125 off plus 2 free pillows when you text ENJOY to 234234 or go to nectarsleep.com. Text ENJOY to 234234. ENJOY to 234234.
Managing rental property isn't easy.
Yeah, hi, it's me from Apartment G.
Kind of like you're on call 24/7.
My apartment is flooding?
That's why A.T. Smith & Company is always there to help you manage your property.
Yeah, me again. You're not going to believe it, but it's freezing in here.
A.T. Smith & Company, residential property management for single-family homes, condos, townhomes, apartment buildings, everything. We have crews for maintenance. We find and screen the best tenants for you. With A.T. Smith & Company, the only management you have to do is deposit the check.
Yeah, me again in apartment G. You know, the toilet's running and the refrigerator's not.
At A.G. Smith & Company, we've been managing houses and apartments throughout Denver for 40 years. And when we're on the job, you don't have to be. Ask about our comprehensive management program, our free rental evaluation for your property. And remember, there's never a setup fee at A.G. Smith. Learn more today at agsmithco.com.
Yeah, it's me again.
A.G. Smith, always there.
Are you embarrassed by your smile? Are you unable to eat the foods you love, afraid to laugh, afraid to live a normal life, even afraid to go out in public? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here. I believe that you deserve a smile that you can be proud of so you can live your life the way you want, with the peace of mind that you can smile without embarrassment and that your mouth is healthy. At Barrett's Dental, we want to help you get your life back. I invite you to my office for a free consultation where you can find out for yourself if you are comfortable at Barrett's Dental. We offer total dental solutions, meaning we can handle all of your dental care in one convenient location without referring you all over town. If you feel safe at Barrett's Dental, it's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet desperation? Call me. I'll take great care of you.
If you're looking for a safe place to take care of all your dental needs, call Barrett's Dental at 303-502-5527 or visit denverdentist.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is America's home for positive business talk. Helpful. That's the word of the day.
You know, it's taken us a long time, right, before I think that word has actually risen to the top layer of what we've been talking about.
Right.
We talk about Fan Braggin Friday, excellent customer service, relationship marketing. It's all about being helpful.
That's
We've always
right.
said that kindness is so simple, right? Giving somebody a 20-second kiss. Kindness is so simple.
Right.
Calling in and with a Fan Braggin story and sharing. But how helpful is that when one of your customers, you've given them great customer service and they go and tell others about it?
Oh, that's helpful.
That is helpful, right? That is helpful, but we don't always give them a venue. They don't always know where to share that information. And, these days though, there's a lot more opportunity thanks to social media. They can do a live video, they can review you online. I mean, there's a lot of different things they can do.
You bet.
But 9 years ago, when we started doing Fan Braggin Friday, people weren't doing a whole lot of writing reviews online.
No, they were not.
And so this was, this was a very unique venue. It still is a very unique venue for sharing and helping you get the word out. But as a customer, don't you have some favorites in your space that if they were to close, it would be devastating, right? You'd have to, struggle to find a new vendor for whatever it is.
Yep.
And yet every single day, small business owners are closing.
That's
and
right.
They are closing because they don't have enough people talking about them. They need more customers. They need more cash flow. And the way that they get that, they really do depend on word of mouth marketing. They don't have the budget for traditional marketing. So they are counting on you to be their marketing arm. I can't tell you how often I have met with a small business owner and asked them, how do people hear about you? How do you get the word out for your business? How do people find out you even exist?
Yep.
And they say, I don't do any marketing.
Nope.
It's all word of mouth.
mouth.
So here's the challenge with that. The Word of Mouth Marketing Association,
WOMA,
WOMMA, Word of Mouth Marketing Association, says that for all new business that comes in because of our word of mouth, testimonials, and we're sending new people to our favorite businesses who are, this is their, 80% of their revenue of where they're expecting new customers to come in is from you.
Right.
But only
13%
actually comes in from you.
Right. 87% is left unword of mouthed.
Unword of mouthed.
Right.
Non-mouthed.
If you want to get mouthed, you got to do something different. You've got to leverage the opportunity that is right in front of you. And we do this every single Friday. Fan Braggin Friday is your word of mouth super engine. This is the one that when people call in and they give a testimonial, it starts a trickle down effect that happens that grows business. Again, not because the sale is the goal, but because the service, it's helpful, and business is done because people go, oh, now I've got the answer to the question I've been asking silently for the last 2 hours.
So as a customer, you've got to know how much your favorite businesses are counting on you. They really are. And they are really struggling. The IRS says that most businesses fail in the first, whatever years, whatever the statistics are. They are staggering. And yet as small business owners, they pour their heart, their soul, their finances, they sacrifice their relationships, they sacrifice everything to keep their small business open for you. And so for us to go in and do business with somebody and not tell somebody else about it, this is the other side of great customer service, is being a good customer.
That's right.
Being a really great customer means you're helping your favorite businesses grow.
You're engaged.
You're telling other people about them. You're commenting, you're sharing, you're liking, you're bringing others to them. And we can collaborate. When we lock arms, we are unstoppable.
That's true.
We can make such a big difference. I mean, you've heard of those cash mobs. We did one when we were doing the Experience Pros television show.
It's true.
So much fun. Everybody brought in $50. So, if you can't do 50, do 20, right? But everybody brought in $50 and found something to spend money on.
And there were like 30 of us
in this store. Game changer for this business. Introduced, to a brand new vendor you'd never done business with. They were able to have one of their best sales days ever because of this cash mob. Well, we can, just in us taking out of our own budget and deciding, okay, you've heard of Small Business Saturday, right? It's after Black Friday,
sure,
where we go and do business with some of the smaller companies. Just decide that I'm going to invest X number of dollars into a local company, into a small business. And not only am I going to invest some dollars, maybe it's $20, whatever it is. I'm going to encourage and tell others, and I'm going to take somebody with me, and I'm going to do the same thing. It's a game changer for small business. Yes. And folks, it matters. It matters. We've got to get out of our own heads. We've got to get out of our own way. We've got to stop thinking just about us and ask, how can I be helpful?
Yeah. It reminds me of a little bit of the story of the Good Samaritan. The story in the Bible about the Good Samaritan where the person was trampled. I mean, he was just beat down and no good, didn't have anything to his name. And, people would cross the street to avoid helping, right? We are putting the call out for Good Samaritans. We're looking for Good Samaritans, people who will say, something, I will pick up that phone and I will help that small business. I will take care of, the person next to me. Yeah, I know that we have a small business owner here in the Denver market. And he runs a body shop. But you know what he does? He thinks of his running the body shop. He owns a body shop, but he thinks of it as a tool whereby he employs and cares for 20 families.
Right.
He's putting food on the table and providing for 20 families, not just 20 people, but 20 families. And that's because that's his mentality. These people are loyal. They work hard for him. They do a great job because the shift in mentality, he's a Good Samaritan, right? And I really think that there's another thing there that, as we draw this program to a close, we leave you with this inspirational thought. How can you be a Good Samaritan to businesses in your community today? If you are listening to our voices here on the radio or on our stream anywhere at all, then we are in your community and we can partner with you in being that Good Samaritan. On behalf of Richard, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make this program happen every single day, we say thank you for tuning in to Fan Braggin Friday and the Experience Pros Radio Network. Lord willing, we'll see you on Monday.
You're